Hello and welcome to the Mystical Tarot Cafe. I am Lola Rose and this is pile 3, your bonus pile. I promise a bonus reading with oracles, and here we are. So I will get started right away and make sure we have room for a full reading today. And how are you? Welcome back. Thank you for bearing with me, as I did start the reading and the equipment went down. So I'll be as quick as possible, but make sure that I am also thorough. So today I have the Enchanted Tarot with Amy Zerner and Monty Farber, which is, whoa, one of my favorite authors. This one, I don't know if they're in print anymore, and it is a deck that is hard to shuffle. However, it is a deck that is very in tune with me. So we have the Two of Wands, Princess of Hearts, and in my mind I was saying, what does the collective need to know for today, for their bonus pile? And the Star. So maybe we have some greatest showmen, greatest showwomen, or people in theater and or online in some capacity. And even people who perform in the living room in a shower. Just, somebody who's very artistic. Doesn't have to be anything in the public eye, but a lot of times that's what that the car. Oh my goodness, check your cars, please. I know I say that in like almost every reading now. Ironically, mine broke down, so maybe that's why it came so strong. But let's see. I got instant karma in my mind right now. The moon and the stars and the sun. Instant karma is gonna get you. Alright, so what does the collective need to know at this time? Oh yes, transformation. Here we go. Interesting. Oh my goodness, didn't I say the moon, the stars, and the sun? Alright, here we go. I'll put this here. And I also have the Hermit Tarot. And if we need it, it'll be a clarifier. So we have the Two of Wands in reverse. In your recent past, covered by death. And I'll read the Two of Wands. They do have reverse readings, and this is the book for this deck. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, my throat just closed right up. I had shut my air conditioner off. There's nothing wrong, but sometimes if the air in the room gets a little warm or change in temperature, that might happen. Okay, so what I see is, the Two of Wands is usually a contemplative type of card, and you're usually pondering a decision, looking at two different choices, and they're usually looking up I guess either a road or the world, or different things. 2 and 3 of Wands typically look very similar, so we'll look at that a little deeper. And the Death card is number 13, and 13 in numerology goes down to 4, and number 4 will also means transformation. And it's interesting, the cyclic nature. So it is a cyclic kind of card, because transformation means death of one, and rebirth and the cycle of another. So now we have the Princess of Hearts, and Hearts is the same or similar to Cups. So that would be, princesses are your pages in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And we have the Princess of Swords. So you have younger people, they could be children, and Cups and Swords. So you have water sign, air sign energy here. So you might have children or younger, maybe students, in case this is in relation to school. So maybe there's somebody who graduated, they were looking at their options, and then now the next phase is, maybe somebody is a parent and they're getting their kids ready for school, or it could be a young person who is going into teaching in some way, and they're getting maybe a little bit wondering about their students, or they're getting nervous, and or they're going into an apprenticeship or something to that effect. And I see good options here because, of course, you have the star in your near future covered by the Two of Pentacles, which means you may be presented with either two different options, and both look lucrative. What I do see here, obviously, are two snakes, but I heard a very nice, well, it might be nice, it might not be nice. Snakes do shed their skin and to become what? Bigger snakes. So the only thing is the Two of Pentacles is not a card of malice. So this means two options, and it's coming into your, in here it's your near and further future. So here you're talking about the star is obviously moving forward and upward in your career, and then maybe down the line you might be presented with two more options going forward. So it could be choices that, maybe it could be places like Arizona or California, maybe it's just the locations that have these creatures, so just think about that. Or you could work with animals, so this seems to be very close to a work reading or an education reading, or maybe it's just basically the next phase of somebody who's a parent, and just looking at the next options. And then the moon, it could also be somebody who's very prolific and who is artistic, and looking at their options of what to do next. And of course, definitely foster that creativity. Look at all your options and see what it is. Maybe the Two of Coins means you'll be presented with two practical options, because coins means your stability. Coins are stable. It's earth energy. So, and of course, coins represents your finances. So you would want to have a more stable or stabilized career, because of course, if you're the star of something, whether it be a theater production or writing or something online, you would want to make sure you're getting paid for this project, right? So that would be another thing. And 17 might play into that fact. The 17th of a month maybe, and then followed by the 18th is the moon, because this card follows right after that. However, I picked up this card and the devil is right under there, so definitely weigh everything very carefully. I see. Because what's going to happen is be careful of contracts. If it is a heavy contract, have a lawyer, and if you're young, I hate to say it, but definitely have your parents either hire a lawyer, or if you cannot, definitely if you have a lawyer in the family or somebody who definitely knows the law. Not just like, oh yeah, I'm smart, I know what I'm doing, whatever. Please do yourself a favor, because you don't want to start feeling, okay, see, here's the Eight of Swords, because it might feel like cloying, and you might start convincing yourself you're trapped in something, but you're really not, okay? It's Eight of Swords reversed, but you don't want any of that energy, because the devil, if you remember in the Rider-Waite Tarot, there's two people tethered to this devil, and you don't want to have, because a lot of times the devil does talk about contracts, and that's the number 15. So something is coming up between the 15th and the 18th of a month, okay? Just to let you know. And the other reading that I did, there was something about breaking up of something. It could be either a relationship, or it could be something like that. Maybe you're leaving one company and going to another, and you feel bad about it, and just be careful getting out of contracts. So let me just look at, let's leave the past in the past, because you're already, you're doing your changes. Let's say you have a glow up of such. You have the Princess of Hearts and the Princess of Swords. So this combination here means that, you're going through something, or going to something with emotion and clarity. The challenge is, oh, here we go. The challenge is, because you might be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, right? However, the challenge is, what you want to do is to make sure that you go in it with education, knowledge, and clarity. Educate yourself into whatever the next phase is, and make sure it's precise. Study, do your homework, because the contracts and stuff, you want to make sure, especially if you sign something, that you're not doing it blindly. And let's read this. So with change comes the growth that runs throughout one's life. The growth from child to young adult, and from young adult to old age, is meaningless without accompaniment of wisdom accumulated with the changing seasons of lives. You have endured changes in the past, both comforting and uncomfortable, and now you're being called to do so again. Just remain flexible and see change as opportunity as you ride upon the flowing waves of life. So this is great. Now I'm just trying to see if there's any other. Yeah, so you might have a change of direction coming. And yeah, so it's going to be a turn of events. Let me see what the star points to. If they give a hint of any direction, being that there's two, I want to look at the star and the moon for you. Here's the moon. Okay. Take time to recharge yourself with the period of relaxation. Yes, actually that came up in the reading, that crash. So definitely that was it. So definitely call your friends or whatever to like a coffee shop and something like that. Do not do not indulge in anything unhealthy. Try to do healthy things like, mani-pedi, spas, exercise, eat well, good nutrition, things like that. Just gentle. Be gentle with yourself. It's a time for quiet excitement and pure enjoyment of spiritual ideas and concepts. Let your ideas pour out to nourish those you love. Yeah, so the recommendation in the other reading that crashed, I think that's probably why it crashed, because it's being carried over to this one. So yes, whether it be your children or your family members, such as maybe you have a young niece or your cousins, anything to that effect, or even your girlfriends or male friends that you like to hang out with, just something just very gentle and fun, and just go out and just have good times with them. You might be overdue for that, especially it's the end of summer here in the northeast coast. And shout out to this side and anywhere that you're coming from. All is welcome. Let your ideas pour out to nourish those you love. Let your mind dwell on what is good and pleasant in your life, and avoid negativity for a while. It is important that you express your creative urge by either making or enjoying art. And even with spirituality, even like maybe go to something like a pottery class, like something like old school that people don't even think of anymore, and a painting, making pizza, like just simple things like that, and just have fun together. Okay, let's look at the moon. It is darkness before dawn. You must separate illusion from reality. Sit like that devil card. Just be aware. Even though the path may seem frightening and treacherous, you need not fear the mysterious unknown. Your intuition can guide you to hidden opportunities. Remember to save your energies for the challenges ahead and not squander them with anxious worrying. Let me see if there's anything else in there. Okay, so let's see. Now, I had taken out this card thinking it, because it says Hermit Tarot, but it actually has like sayings. Now, sometimes it might come up if there's somebody that had just broken up with somebody, there might be messages from that somebody. But we're looking for, so what does the collective need to know about these contracts? Okay, there's 2 and 3. Okay. Strength and ego. So make sure that you're approaching this again with education, strength, and not your ego. Okay? Listen to your heart. So if you feel like you're doing something because you have to, or you're doing something because you want to, there's 2 different things. And of course here, what did I just say? That person might come through. So let's put this in the past. All right. What does the collective need to know? I'll pull one more card just to see about this contract. Is it going to be the first choice? How's that? Will it be the first option that comes to them? Sorry, I'm watching the book full. Okay. I still don't have all the answers. Sorry, that's my dog. All right, let's try one more time. Okay, one more time. What does the collective need to know about the options presented to them? All right, I got 3 more cards. Light, so maybe light a candle and pray on it and ask for a symbol or a sign, and hopefully that'll help you with your answer. I never imagined so much perfection. Maybe you will have either a resume or something, whatever it is, be prepared. Write down your questions and just make sure that you come prepared for if it's an interview, audition, presentation, whatever it is that you need to show up with, make sure you show up, okay? And also be dressed properly, show up early, and you know, that's all you can do. And you know, just make sure, you know, show up 15 minutes early, make them wait for them, not make them wait for you. That's what I was going to say, okay? And that's a 9. And now is not the time. So we're not going to get an answer from the cards as far as what option you should take, but I think we have enough information here. And I just want some positive affirmations. Wow. So definitely get enough rest, because you don't want to stumble on your words and then they're going to wonder what is happening. Look, yes you can. This was turned the wrong way. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there because I saw more cards turned the wrong way. I don't want to keep that happening. All right. What does the collective need to know for their positive affirmation? Reach for the stars. You can do it. And here's another one. Great working with you. So you're going to get positive. So I'll do one more. Okay. It's great working with you. I admire your strength and courage. I felt like this is coming from somebody above, from your spirit guides. And from the bottom of the deck is a positive mindset brings positive things. So this is your oracle reading for today. I hope you like this, and thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for dropping in with me, and I will see you again soon. Oh, and don't forget to look at Tessa's readings. Thank you. Take care. Bye.